know that this was our third year of the academic fair, and I've really enjoyed doing that and having anybody in the community across the district, both for students and parents and community members, to come and see all the things that go on in our gifted programs, because it is spread out throughout the whole district. So that's just one of those highlights that I'm going to do now. We've also mentioned tonight Destination Imagination. We've got teams at just about every elementary school and both middle schools. And this year, we'll be hosting the state tournament at Bryant Middle School and Bryant Elementary School. So we'll have about 1,500 people on campus come April the 8th. So I invite you to come in and see what our students are doing there. We also have Quiz Bowl and chess. We start that in grades 3 with our GT classrooms. In our elementary schools, we do a district tournament for both chess and Quiz Bowl, and then those students are invited to participate in the Dawson tournament. For our secondary and high school, middle school up to high school, they're a little more competitive, and they compete with other teams across the state in invitational tournaments, regional tournaments, and state tournaments. In fact, our 9th grade team is qualified for state, and they'll be going to compete, the Quiz Bowl team, this Saturday. One class that we've added this year to high school is Honor Seminar, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a couple more slides. Summer Blast is available for our GT and high ability students. This happens every year during the summer. Last year we had a record number of attendance, about 300 students. We also have our Ames partnership, which has seemed to be working because our AP scores have increased from 40% to a 49% pass rate, something we're very proud of. We'll continue that Ames partnership. This year we are going to have them come this summer and help us with our literacy classes, but also with some strategies for our social studies classes to help those students to be able to have some strategies that work in both of those things. District-wide, like she mentioned, we have over 1,000 students identified. Thank you very much. Our gifted programs, our whole group enrichment serves our K through 2 students, and this is done by the classroom teacher. This needs to be done each week, and our teachers are trained using a Talents Unlimited model. The third through 5th grade students, when they're identified as GT, they're placed in a cluster classroom, which means the GT teacher is the classroom teacher. She's certified in gifted and talented, so she's able to differentiate for those GT students along with a mixed ability of students in that classroom. When they move to 6th grade, starting 6th through 12th grade, they are able to take pre-AP courses, AP courses, and concurrent credit. And of course, we have the academic competitions that they can participate in while they're UN, chess, Quiz Bowl, DI, and also their classes of interest at the high school. National Merit Scholars. This year we had one National Merit semifinalist, and that's John Mark Junkins. And so we were trying to brainstorm some ways to help to increase that so that we could educate students on what national merit is and how to reach for that goal. So Honor Seminar was added. In this class, 10th through 12th grade students who are high-performing students were invited to participate in the course where they receive test prep. So we were hoping to see the benefits of that this next go-round when students do take that test as an 11th grader to qualify. So we also started to give that test to our 9th graders. PSAT was offered so that we can kind of start that conversation earlier so they can see the test, practice the test, and understand why they need to take the test. So in that Honor Seminar course, it's a college preparatory course. It assists students to pursue those national merit qualifying scores, but it also helps them to find and apply for scholarships, research colleges that they may not have thought of, and help them to find colleges that would meet their academic goals individually. Because often they don't think about things that are out there. The teachers are able to kind of help and point them in the right direction. To be in that classroom this year, for this year's group, they didn't all have the opportunity to take the PSAT to understand what that was for at that point. So we used GPA ranking, PSAT scores if they took it, and then PARCC scores. So this year, any student who was interested in taking that for next year, they have been asked to take the PSAT, so that's been offered to more students.
Ms. Calvin, how many sections of Honor Seminar do you have? How's that?
This year it was kind of mixed, and we have 2 teachers who do that. And there were 2 sections for each teacher. So they have some students of different grades in one class. because of scheduling, and some seniors. So next year, they're looking at doing something similar to that, but it is based on interest on how many students will sign up for that. So about 2 sections for 2 teachers, and they switch students back.
And at some point, if you have more students, will we be able to accommodate those students? Or
I would hope so.
we would hope so.
We would hope so. So here's some things on the next slide that students have said about this class. We've heard some